Okay, so I am the I will be doing the YouTube video for the board meeting assignment. My name is Stephanie Sanchez, and I went to the board meeting in Saracoso, May 2nd at 10:30 in the morning. This meeting takes place usually in Saracoso or Bakersfield College. This one happened to land in Saracoso, so I drove over there for the meeting. The facts that I have written down here that were requested per the syllabus is the district is called Kern Community College District. That college district serves Bakersfield, Porterville, Ridgecrest, and Northeast Kern County. Approximately number of students is 29,334. Grade levels are college levels, and board president that stands right now is Mr. John Corkins. He is the president. There are 7 board members, and I did see on their website that they also have a student from Bakersfield College, and they meet roughly once a month based off of the information that is on the website. I noticed that they meet sporadically once a month with no date on it usually. The meeting was pretty extensive. What I got out of the meeting is the experience of what a meeting even looks like in general. I got the opportunity to go to a board meeting prior to this one, but it was relatively short. I could not write or talk about it much because it was only about 2 minutes. It was for a very small district, and it just didn't count, so I just didn't end up doing that district. But it was very interesting to see how everything is coordinated in an association with board members. I thought it was very interesting to see how they vote on things, how they discuss things, how people get the opportunity to comment on the subject, and if they believe that it should be approved or not. Overall, I think it was really interesting. It inspired me to be involved and go to these meetings when my child starts going to school, so I can see, just the activity within his school district. I think it's really interesting. It's packed with a whole bunch of information. With this board meeting, it was mainly approving construction costs and biddings apparently that they had. It started off with, I have the order here. It started off with awards. They did like a little award ceremony. They read the agenda on what they were going to discuss before anything. And then they talked about awards. A teacher that has been teaching, I believe, at Bakersfield College for 15 plus years received an award. I forgot what the award is called, but she received a very high scale award, and she was recognized for her work, so I thought that was really nice for a humongous school district with probably a whole bunch of professors recognizing the work that she has done. So I thought that was pretty cool. Another thing, one of the main things that was discussed was the apprenticeship program for people that do carpentry work, cement work, things like that. That program was pretty much the main topic that I saw in the meeting. There were 6, 7, I want to say 8 people that talked about approving their I believe it is called the ABC building project. Some people wanted it to be delayed and some didn't, and I got to hear what the men were talking and their comments and concerns. And they were basically talking about not approving this project due to the students that work it do not get paid apparently well enough if the college doesn't partner with somebody that is, I believe, part of their program. Something like that is what I understood. So there was students there. There were students that are part of the program that stated um, for subcontractors and companies to be a part of the program so they can make a, I guess, a higher wage off of the program. Apparently you get paid, it's a apprenticeship program. So they discussed that, and then the owner of the company that is doing a lot of construction around Bakersfield College, Saracoso, and all that, he spoke for about 5-6 minutes. I believe the allotted time is 5 minutes anyway. So he spoke and he basically just stated that the status of the projects that are going on, the construction projects that are going on in the different campuses, that everything is up to date, and other people as well had complaints about it, that they should think about doing another rebidding of the project to get a different company to do it, because apparently it's cost double now and they have a lawsuit going on. So that was pretty interesting to hear. So mainly it had a lot to do with money and approving construction budgets. So they did a lot of approving, and based off of the money amount that the president was stating when reading the agenda, it was pretty much millions of dollars of funding and things like that to approve. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And apparently they found some problems with the Bakersfield College Stadium, that it has lead and it's a hazard. And basically, he had to report the status of where they were at in construction. Another thing is, carpenters talked. They were talking about as well keeping the money in Kern County versus outsourcing, I guess, construction companies, because there is a lot of construction going on the campuses. So the president of the, I believe, Anderson Construction Company stated that subcontractors that they're getting are from Kern County, which then basically is supporting local companies. So he stated that on his statement that he had. After that debate that was going on, they got to the educational portion of the agenda, which was to approve more classes at Bakersfield College and Saracoso. They agreed to that. Pretty much the educational part to it, that's pretty much all it was. They approved cardio classes for the campuses, line dancing classes. They have a new president at Saracoso, and just basically announcements for new projects coming up. And then they talked about graduation and the Bakersfield College Stadium, on how it is a very big commencement, obviously, with a lot of graduates. So one of the directors spoke about that. But besides that, there wasn't too much on. I had, I guess in a sense, I thought that they would talk more. I never thought that it had to do with business. I never been to a board meeting this extensive and detailed where they talk about every little thing, from what's getting approved, what's not getting approved with the construction. I never even knew they spoke about construction. I thought that had to do with like a whole different like department that just focuses on approving projects. I never knew it goes through the committee of the board of trustees, basically. So I thought that was very interesting. That was a new thing. Um, uh, Besides that, they didn't talk too much about education, which was kind of a letdown because I believe there's a lot of flaws um, at Bakersfield College. I'm glad that they added more classes. That was approved towards the end. They need that. Bakersfield College is obviously a very popular campus. A lot of people in Bakersfield go to Bakersfield College, so um, I thought that was pretty interesting um, to see how it all plays out. It was a very formal arrangement. It almost felt like I was in court, but more casual. Um, they had its they had their 7 board members up top, and one of them was on a conference call because she couldn't be there. And then the people that had to speak about defending their project. And I thought it was really interesting. I think it's cool that um, it's a group of people listening to people's comments, beliefs, so whatever it may be, and they put that into consideration so they can get their answer. And I think that's really cool. And I know these people are voted on. People vote for these people to sit on a committee. So yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. Um, Very extensive and very detailed. I learned a lot just being there. Um, it's very interesting, and it gets you to really see how things are approved through a school district. So I'm assuming that's how most school districts work. I don't know if it's specifically just the Kern Community College District, but I would imagine that maybe a elementary district probably focuses more on educational part than salaries and um, projects and money and budgeting and all that stuff. So it was very interesting to do the board meeting to report to that. That was a really cool project, and I enjoyed it. It was very informative. And that's pretty much all I have in reporting of the board meeting. I believe I answered all the questions that were requested, and that would be all. Thank you.